Good morning, all, and welcome to this morning's live trading session. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. We're going to be doing our trade setups for the morning, and let's see what we've got going on in the markets now. Okay, right, William, good to see you joining up. Okay, let's just get started then. Let's see here. Okay, now on the 5-minute Euro US dollar, okay, we've got a nice swing happening here. Let's have a look at the 15 minute. Looks all right. Okay, so it looks like I've got a stochastic setup, 15 wise. I haven't got a 3 MA setup. Lines are not in order, but I have got a stochastic setup. So let's look 5-minute. Okay, let's just wait for this downpour or the candle to close below the MA before we look at doing anything in particular. But we are waiting for a stochastic signal entry. Let's see what we can do there. Otherwise, it looks to be going all right for the morning. Okay. Okay, all good, William. Right, good to see you on as well, Aldrin. Okay, like I said, all that we're waiting for now is we're just waiting for the kernel to give confirmation. We've got a signal that's shown up. It's our stochastic divergence entry, 15-minute being set up. Just waiting for the 5-minute to show confirmation. And then we'll be jumping into that one. Otherwise, let's have a quick look at what the rest of the markets are doing at this point. That looks good. Let's see. Okay, so like I said, on the 5-minute, it's pushing quite high here. We're going to have to see how this is going to want to run. Let's look at this from a larger point of view. Okay, it's kind of stagnating from the center here. If I go, now do this. Oh, good level. Check here. Boom, 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 boom. Bit of consolidation. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's have a look at what this does then. Let's get to the 15, see what this shows. Yep. Okay, so it's been coming down, hitting the level, going below, coming up, bouncing off, going a little bit higher, giving the signal to want to go down now. So we'll just keep an eye on this and see what we can do. Just didn't. Okay, let's wait for next one. That line is just still not pointing down. That's what I'm not liking. So there's still a bit of momentum in that upwards push. Okay, seeing as we're just waiting at this point, Aldrin, I want to check with you. How's your system coming along? Trading nicely? Okay, remember the key factor here is waiting for well-timed entry. Might as well get the calculator ready. There we go. Okay. Looks like the signal's confirm now. Let's check. Still about a minute and a half. And we'll get that confirmation. We'll be jumping in. Okay, great to hear the system's going well, Aldrin. Very happy to hear that. And just keep me up to date with, at least a monthly report in terms of how growth is happening. Woo, now the candle's moving fast. Let's see, hopefully we're going to get it's 15 seconds, about 10 seconds now. And we're going to be jumping in. Let's get ready. Let's see. Okay, I've got my calculator already set. Just waiting for stop to entry distance. There we go. Boom. We're looking at, let's call it 80. There we go. Right click, trading, new order. That's going to be big. Okay. Sell. Boom. Got that in place. Okay, twice the distance. Wow. Okay, right at the bottom there. Okay, and then we've got target. Sorry, stop. Up here. Good, okay, stop and target set in place. Now we'll wait and see. We wait and see. Okay. Let the market do its thing. Hopefully it gives a nice break of the support resistance levels that we just added this morning. Let's see what it does. This is why, with a setup I specifically waited for good stochastic divergence being shown in the 15-minute as well. The 15-minute still has a long way to go. Okay, and the 5-minute has just started its route. So we're just waiting and seeing exactly, what this could do and can do. That should give us a much better idea of exactly which direction the market wants to go then. We're going to have to wait and see. Remember, it's all about patience. That's the key factor. Sometimes we're going to get it, trading towards target, turning back, getting close, then going all the way. Other times it just continues going the direction. And yeah, this is sort of counterintuitive. Really for the fact that if we're looking short-term wise, this is a small bullish trend, and we're going for a short. Okay, it's what we call kind of like an against the trend or turn of the trend strat. So we're looking for a specific setup that gets us in basically almost on the turn. Doesn't always work. It's just making sure that the odds are in your favor. That's the key factor. Okay, let's see what happens. Now, in the shorter time frames, the market has started becoming a little bit more finicky in the way in which it kind of moves and flows. You might need to start looking for a slightly bit of a different approach in terms of monetizing on the shorter time frames a little bit better. Your medium time frames and larger time frames are still flowing quite nicely. It's just being there to be able to capitalize on the signals that come up. That's the thing. But as you all know, within our intraday trading session, it comes down to a waiting game. Being ready when these signals come up. And just waiting. That's all. Okay, so let's just keep an eye on it and see what it can do. Okay, remember as well, seeing as we're going to be waiting quite a while for signals to come up and for them to kind of for the trades that we take to play out and give us either growth or loss, we might as well dig into a couple of questions that you guys might have. So, at any point, if you guys find that there's a couple of things that you'd like to, kind of have explained in a little bit more detail, or that you'd like to just run past me, by all means, give a shot. Let me know, and we can handle whatever issue you might be having. Remember, like I said, the key factor for me is to make sure that you guys don't have any doubts within what we're supposed to do or how we're supposed to go about our methods of approach. Okay. It's by eliminating the doubt that we start making consistency a lot easier. It's when we don't tackle that doubt and we start noticing the problems. Now, it sounds funny, but that's the way it works, it all comes down to, how would I say, being in control psychologically within the trading. And to help with that, it makes a huge difference if you can have the correct process or system in place in terms of management so that you find it easier to manage rash decision making. Okay. It's all about eliminating the probability of human error. We're never going to be able to remove that 100%. It's always going to be a factor. But we can kind of get an automated habit or process on the go for ourselves with a bit of practice that at least minimizes this, to a point where it doesn't become detrimental at all for us anymore. Like I said, that just takes a bit of time, it's a bit of practice, building those new habits. Okay. Uh, and should keep an eye on other Marco wants to do. Like I said, if any other questions pop up, by all means, give a shot. Let me know, and we'll start looking into those. Otherwise, we're just gonna hold thumbs and check what the market's gonna be doing. Okay, big push up with current candle. Like 40 seconds left before that one closes. Let's see what this does. And it's taken us out. You see how it took us out before it even hit the stop? Why was that? It's because of the spread. Okay, remember? The cost of trade is always going to have effect on where you get taken out when in a sell position compared to a buy. This does change. Okay, let's see if this sets up anything else. Still got the divergence. Okay, 15-minute wise, we're not in play for the 3MA method at all. Not yet. The lines have to get in order. Getting there, but not yet. We just need to wait and see what this does. It can still go anyway. Just gotta wait for appropriate signals here. Quite for now, it bounced right off of that level of the moving average. It's always extremely interesting to see how all these levels come into play. That's why it's so important to understand these levels, because it can better help you prepare for exactly getting an idea of specifically where you might hit issues with price movement and how to kind of work around those issues, okay, with the management techniques and tricks that I've been teaching you guys. Unfortunately, nothing for the bottoms to give me a good signal. Let's see. Okay, for those of you who started a lot earlier with your trades, you had a beautiful setup come through on the 15 for, what was it? Yeah, it was for, well, you can take it from there. And then you can run it like that. You see there? And then we've got some bullish divergence. Look how beautiful that swing. Still going. Just riding the last of that little bit of momentum out. 30. 30 is going up. 1 hour. Haha. Look at that. Look at that. See, this is why I'm expecting a downwards push at one other point. Timing is going to be key now. That's what it is. It's timing. Okay, very, very good question, Aldrin. Wouldn't the 3MA system, seeing as it's more of a trending type of system, wouldn't it work better on larger time frames? Especially when the risk to reward ratio is, basically like a 3-to-1 setting. Now, here's the thing. Remember, what does the 3MA system do compared to other systems? What makes it different? Because here's the thing. A moving average gives us trend. Okay, looking at a single moving average. Looking at MACD, it gives us trend, bullish or bearish. So all of those do the same. But the difference with the 3MA setup is that the 3MA setup gives us an understanding of when prices consolidating. That's the key difference. So this is a method, the 3MA system is a method to identify when there is consolidation in play. And with that, it makes it easier to stay out of certain chart movements, okay, because the conditions are not up for momentum or movement. And the key factors is that with the tests that I've done for backtesting and that kind of thing for a little while, it was done on a 15-minute system, okay, 15-minute time frame, and I found that the 1 to 3, ratio actually produced more money than the 1 to 2. The 1 to 2 had more winners compared to the 1 to 3. But the big difference is that the 1 to 3 generated more profits, which all in all is what we are looking for. Okay. And it's purely because I'm sticking with only trading signals coming in the trends. Now, on something like a 5-minute chart, it is going to be extremely difficult to try and trade something like a 3MA setup because of the type of volatility we get on 5 minutes and the type of flow. Okay, it's more of a trading type of flow. So normally, maybe a little bit of scalping, some shorter term targets and those type of things tend to work a little bit better on your shorter time frames. Okay, And especially with the way in which the market movements change as well. There's clearly a difference from this year compared to last year, okay, in the way in which the shorter time frames move. For those of you who've been trading well, you can clearly pick it up yourselves as well. And that's the one of the big things that I've always been talking about, when I've been teaching you guys. It's that the market conditions continuously change. We need to be able to adapt to them, okay, according to these changes and so forth. That's why we're going to have a various, selection of methods and approaches, so that when one system doesn't become viable anymore, we've still got another two carrying us while we start working on maybe a new approach with the one system that started becoming redundant because of new market movement. Okay. Nothing's stopping you from using the 3MA system on a large time frame, by all means, and I do think that it is going to work very great on a larger time frame, especially if looking at something like 1 hours and up. Okay, I was just trying to see what the 3MA system would do on a short-term time frame. Okay, because I know it works on a larger time frame. So I found that it does produce profit still on a 15-minute time frame. A 5-minute time frame is still pushing it. Okay, so yes, definitely, you're going to find that on a higher time frame, it does run better compared to the intraday time frames because the type of indicator it is. The only thing is that what makes the 3MA system so beautiful is that it gives us, or it identifies consolidation, where comparing it to most other indicators, they don't give us that. They either tell us it's bullish or bearish. So even though it's bullish, it still might be in consolidation, and we don't know. Okay, that's what the 3MA system gives us. There's other couple of indicators that do tend to tell us whether the system is consolidating or not, and those would be like our ADX and so on. And the big thing is that it's trying to find something that you are comfortable with using. Okay, makes a huge difference. I hope that kind of just tackled your answer in terms of what you were looking for, Aldrin. But yeah, like I said, definitely going to work better on the larger time frames. Just I've tested it previously, and I've found that on the 15-minute it actually does produce profits. So it does work on shorter time frames. I wouldn't go lower than 15, just purely based on the type of chart movement we're getting on 5 minutes these days. And it also looks like with the flows and those kind of things we're getting. Like I said, 3MA1s, if you want to use it on a much larger time frame, by all means. Anything 1 hour and up works perfectly. Okay, so all we're doing is we're just waiting now again for a more appropriate setup entry. Let's just check the 15 again, see what this is doing. Still setting up the divergence. This is what I like. That's good. Okay, so it's created a new point there. That's still going strong there. Let's come back up. Let's see. How long can this go? Okay, so we've still got about 4 minutes for that candle to kind of finish up. Let's wait and see what it does. Okay, just to let you guys know as well, um, I've been looking into quite a couple of extra various techniques of approach to widen your understanding of different types of systems that we can put together. So, sometime in the future, shortly, I'll be going into some of those methods with you guys as well, helping you to kind of just see a full roundhouse of different methods of approach that you can apply. The more you know, the more you've got to kind of adapt with within your own systems. That's the key thing. It's just knowing how to tackle particular issues with certain solutions, identifying how we know which solutions works better for each particular scenario that we come up with or that we get thrown in. You know. Okay, so we're past our 30-minute mark. Let's just see what this one's to do. Getting a push down happening now. Let's keep an eye on it. Just check the 15 again. Still looks good. About a minute till we get confirmation. Just have to wait. Okay, let's go. That's it. Target set. Stop set. Wait. Remember just to pop in any questions that you might still have. Still waiting for Mr. Dirt's thing. Showing that it's going down now. We just want to see that it pops lower than what it did before. It's already looking better. Like I said, normally with the system, we need to give it time in order to do what it needs to do, so that it can reach its targets. It's pushing down nicely now. We'll just have to see how far it can go. Slowly but surely pushing there. Okay, we've had it coming down. It's giving a slight upwards push. We still want it to come down a lot further. I wanted to go past that level because then it's going to look a lot better. 15 minutes still good. Let's see how this reacts to that. Okay, so we're basically an hour into the session, and we're seeing that we're getting a bit of stagnation around about the entry level at this point. Like I said, all we have to do is we just need to wait and give it time to do what it needs to do, and see where this goes. Still some sideways movement. Starting to see a push happening to the up again. Like I said, it tends to happen like this on a normal basis. Question is just how far it's going to go. And we probably should hit a bit of trouble right about the point over here. Purely because of spread difference. We'll see how it goes. Might that be the turn for price going down again? Gonna have to wait and see. Got close to the stop. Let's check what this does. We are basically an hour and 15 minutes into our session. One trade, one loss, 1% down. Second trade is in, also stochastic setup. Let's just check. I don't think we've got anything set for the 15 minute. No, not yet. 3MS system is not in play yet. We need the lines to run in order. They're still not there, so we can't look at any signals coming up anytime soon now. So we've only got our stochastic setup in play. And we'll need to wait and see exactly how that's going to play out. So far, it's looking alright. Looking like it's starting to play into our favor now. And let's just wait and see. Hopefully it goes all the way. Much more beautiful push downwards now. Let's see how this goes. As long as this can push lower than what the previous lows did, it's already going to be a very good sign for me. So we just wait and see exactly how this goes. Let's have a look at the 15-minute again and see what that's showing. Okay, so we've got it coming down. This is still going down. We could still get there. We can see it's much bigger and fatter bodies in this session compared to earlier. Um, so we've got a lot more movement, but the only problem is it's moving within a band at this point in time. So we've got some consolidation in that. We can clearly see that based on the way in which the 3MA is situated as well. Okay. 5 minute, yeah, like I said, it still needs to go. So we're just giving this the time it needs in order to, kind of go where it needs to. And hopefully this pushes for the target. So, like I said, let's just keep an eye out on this one and see what it wants to do. Starting to get a much better push down now. Let's see how that goes. Already looking loads better. Just needs to push even further. Let's get it pushing past those previous lows. Let's see. Okay, so Aldrin's just asked a very, very good question. Um, Key point is asking whether the use of the 8 moving average is to keep me from overtrading. Um, and if not, how do I minimize the whole fact about overtrading on your system? I want to see that's insanely great question. Firstly, I love it when you guys start coming up with these types of insightful questioning. Now, what it comes down to is the 8MA for me in particular. Yes, it helps me to minimize. I want to say signals that would come up more often than not. Okay, and in turn, this helps me to minimize false signals as well. Okay. It comes down to identifying, and here's the thing: when you want to eliminate over trading, okay, you need to be able to class to yourself what would over trading on your system mean. Okay, is it just simply hitting a particular number of trades a day? Is it coming to a point where you're getting 3 signals in a row almost for the same system, but you take all 3? Okay. Is it that you find that you're getting a lot of signals, but bulk of them are incorrect? It's really dependent on what your system delivers. Because I mean, here's the thing: what is overtrading really? Okay, overtrading is when you get into that mode of taking trades based on signals that's not part of your system. So you're creating more trading opportunities that is not based on any of your systems. So if you're actually following a system that you've tested, are you really over trading? Okay. Another thing to look at is ratio-wise what you feel comfortable with. Okay, it's going to differ for everyone because it's, like I said, it's completely dependent on the method of approach you take personally. Okay, and you'll know whether you or with the system that you're trading, you'll kind of get a feeling for whether it is over trading or not. Okay. But basically, the results that always tend to come up is trying to remove any of the losing signals. And the 8 moving average just helps me to be almost like that final little filter to keep me from getting um, into those little false or fake signals, okay, for my direction. Um, it kind of filters out that noise. Um, the other thing is that if you find that you do get loads of signals produced, you might need to tweak your entry signal slightly, okay, to make it a little bit more smooth. And that might help with results as well. It's just checking exactly what could be popping up, okay. Um, you might find that by smoothing out your entry conditions, you might not get in as quickly as you did before, okay, but you're eliminating a lot of the problematic areas. You see, the whole point is for me, it's just always making sure that I minimize, how to say, the losers and maximize the winners. That's it. That's my end goal. That's always what I aim for. Okay. Overtrading is going to be different for everybody. Okay, it's going to differ from one person to the other. The other factors is you need to check, and like I said, it's completely dependent on what your system delivers. But if you've put together a system and you've tested it and you've turned it to something that you enjoy trading with, you're never really over trading. Okay, over trading comes to the point where it's more based on trading in problematic areas almost. Let's say you've got a particular system that you're running with. Why take trades with that system if you're in a section of consolidation, extended consolidation. Okay, it's not gonna do anything for you. And it's small little things like that that kind of will give you the signal whether it's going to be worthwhile, going with the way you are, or whether you might need to add something else to kind of remove those inconsistencies within your trades. Okay. So it's really dependent on the results that your system delivers. Okay. It's like trying to scalp on a sideways moving instrument. That's not going to help anyone whatsoever. Okay. And trading in that section is over trading then. So it's trying to eliminate sections like those. Okay. There's various methods and ways of doing it. Spotting consolidation, like the 8MA that I use. There's many other factors and features that you can bring in. You can even bring in something that brings just added confirmation on top of your normal system that almost serves as a second filtering screen. That's basically what the 8MA is for me. It's like a secondary filter screen upon my normal entry rules. Okay, and that's where those big differences come in there. Okay. So, like I said, very, very good question. I like what you asked there. Um, and like I said, it's going to be completely dependent, specifically on what your system is producing. Okay, overtrading mostly comes into play, like I said, when you're not following your rules, you're not following your system. Okay, so you're being tricked by the market with false signals, and you're falling for them. Okay, and you get into that habit of, and like I said, it's that downward spiral that you start getting into. You're trying to recoup any losses that you've made by this overtrading, and your account just starts being eaten up and eaten up, and that's not a fun space to be in. Okay. Another method of managing it would be to set a limit of the amount of entries per day for yourself. If you're looking at, um, another type of method to manage these types of things. Again, you're going to need to go through your back testing to find out what type of trade entry ratio is going to work best in terms of that. Okay. Um, it all has to be done in accordance with your backtesting results, because remember, the backtesting results is the thing that shows us whether our approach is mathematically viable or not. Okay, because all it's about is making sure that we push the odds into our favor, and as long as it sticks and stays in our favor, we can trade. Okay, I hope that's answered your question in the way that you wanted. If there's anything else, by all means, shoot out with a question. We're basically an hour and 45 minutes into the session. We've still got this going down, which is nice to see. Let's check the 15. What's that doing? Okay, smaller one there. This is halfway about, still going. We'll just need to see if this is gonna give that push we want. Looks like it's starting to build up something for that, but I want it past that level now. And it's getting towards the 100 level here. Okay, so we want to see that it actually gets below that. It starts heading for that and gets below that. Once it gets below that, I'll have a lot more confidence in this reaching our target over here. Okay, still a bit of sideways pushing. It's bouncing off that level that I just put in place now. Hopefully this can push a lot further down. Like I said, only thing we can do is we can give it time. Yeah. And then we'll know. Come on, push past that level. Come on, just get below that level. Got about a few seconds left before that candle confirms. Let's see if it pushes past that point. And going back up. So bouncing up that level, let's see how far it's going to go up and how far it's going to push. Much bigger push upwards now. Let's see if this plans out. much better candle coming up now. Hopefully this is the one that gives that push. That second surge we're looking for to get us where we wanted to. Let's see how this does. Last thing I'm seeing now though is that checker. We've obviously had the downswing, had a slight upswing, and now it's come down. But with this come down, we've had the upwards move. So it looks like it is plumping to get ready to break through. Could this be the push? Okay, so we're basically what, almost an hour and 15 minutes, well, 2 hours and 15 minutes into the session. Trade's still going. Um, we're just waiting for the levels to be pushed. Let's check the 15 again and see. Yeah, okay. 100's going down. I've got them starting to want to go down. So 3 MA system is not in play at all yet. 30-minute shows like it's wanting to go down. 1 hour is showing same thing. So we could definitely be seeing the direction we're wanting to go. Like I said, big thing here now is waiting and letting this do what it needs to in order to get where it has to. Okay, slow push. Well, not slow anymore. I'm getting a push up again. But here's the thing: you see, we've got it coming down, and then it's pushing up here, but we've still got the 5 going up all the way out, which is good. It's good signals and basically a show that we could get. If this comes down a little bit again and that kind of thing, it maintains this type of level. We could see some good push down coming up. Like I said, this is one of those things we just need to wait out for. Yeah. Okay, good to have you back, William. Right, had one trade, had one loss so far. Got taken out by the spread. We're in one now. We're just waiting for the market to kind of gain the momentum and push through that level. We're waiting for that level there to be broken so that it can push further. Once it goes past that point there as well, I'm going to be happy. It's going to give me a signal that it's most likely going to hit the area there. We're just waiting now on this to kind of do what it needs to do. We've got the 5-minute stochastic going up while this has been coming down. Now, this is pushing up here slightly. It still needs to finish forming. We've got about a minute, 50 seconds now until this finishes up. And we'll see what effect this is going to have on the stochastic. We should probably get a little bit of a pull down as well. Again, 15-minute wise, still kind of showing strength. Like I said, when we're looking at the higher time frames, they're all showing and setting up for the downwards push. Let's have a look. 4 hour, that could still go, wherever it wants to. We've had extended, play around about in the bottoms. So we could see much larger term is pushing up higher. But we want to know what's going to happen in the short term, don't we? So yeah, let's keep an eye out. See how this has been pushed down again. Okay, went up all the way, but being pushed down again. Get the confirmation. Now it's turning over here. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it goes the way we want it to. still being pushed upwards again. So there's definitely a kind of a fight between the bulls and the bears at this point in time. Let's see who's going to win that battle. Big push happening here. Like I said, it's still forcing this up. Got about 4 minutes before this candle's going to finish off. Let's check the 15. Okay, we're seeing Another big push up with the next candle now. You can see kind of, let's just check. Yeah, like I said, I know. Now we've got about what? For this one, we've got about a minute left now. Let's see what this does. Let's push this up. Let's look at the 15 again. Just that's still going the way it wants to. We'll see how this is going to set up for us. Let's cross fingers and hope for the best. You can see how everything's been gearing up. Look how it's making lower highs as it continues bouncing off the level over here, and then all of a sudden it starts breaking past. Now this could be that false break. It could be the one that just kind of uh, plays into the upward swing. You know, for how long we don't know. We'll just need to see. We had a regional entry, and we'll just need to run with that. But basically, we're looking at a triangle setup, more or less, sort of. And that point there, it's been broken. We could expect it to kind of get to stop from what we're seeing there. It depends on how strong the bearish. As you know, we're getting that happening. It's not what we want, but it depends on how strong the bearish move is. Okay, let's just see what this wants to do. and still pushing strongly upwards. So what happens, eh? Let's just see how far this can go. Hopefully we get that turn happening shortly. If not, then it was just one of those, badass. Because that, you can see that is just not good movement at all for any trading whatsoever. Kind of kills the mood. But it's just about making sure, like I said, main thing, as long as the odds are in your favor, doesn't matter if you get these bad days. Overall, you want consistency in terms of profits being generated month after month. Some weeks are going to be bad. Some days are going to be bad. You're going to get some months that are going to be bad as well. That's where the really good months kind of, how to say, not wipe out the bad scenarios, because the bad scenarios are there, but it minimizes the effect of the um, non-performing sections. Okay, and that's the key. It's getting the right ratio for yourself, and it's finding something that fits you like a glove in terms of that as well. Okay, starting to get a bit of a little push down. Let's see if that's gonna have any effect. Doji at the top. Okay, let's see what the next candle does. It's going to be on make or break. Either it's going to shoot up, take us out, come back down, shoot up, continue going up, or turn and be the start of that surge we're looking for, the downwards move. Only thing now is that I'm not too happy with where the 15-minute is situated, because that is quite low and it's just turning up now. Okay, so we might even see a little bit extended type of sideways movement. I think the 3MA is starting to get into play in terms of the 15-minute time frame. Yep, that's up. Still, that's up. That's up in the right order. They just crossed, so yeah. I don't think there's going to be anything with that at this point in time. I'm going to wait a short little while. Check it a little bit later. I'm going to wait for that second swing. Um, and yeah, that just needs to kind of do its thing as well. Um, so we're hopefully going to get the turn coming around. It depends on how fast the momentum pushes this. Like I said, it's that battle between the Bulls and the Bears. I think everybody's getting ready to get some action in the markets now. Let's see what this can produce. Okay, so 2 dojis in a row and getting a bit of an upwards push. Let's see. You're gonna kick us? It's very close. Any point now. There we go. Okay. Taken out by spread again. Okay. Right, we should have, let's check 15-minute. Yeah, that's push. Yeah, there's no other way about that. Okay. 2 trades, 2 losses for today. Not a brilliant day. Like I said, these things happen. Yeah. Let's check. I don't think we're going to see anything in particular coming up now in the next like 10 minutes. Because that's all we've got left now for the session today. Just want to check with any of you. Are there anything that you would like me to touch on or kind of just, answer with questions that you might have? Okay, all good, William. No problem. I'll see you guys then for this evening's end of day live trading session. Going to be an interesting one. We're definitely getting a turn in markets almost. We had a big pullback with a lot of our trades. A couple of trades closed out as well. But it's starting to show some signs of breathing again. Um, already looks better than what it was yesterday. But yeah, going to be an interesting one to check out. And I'll definitely see you then this evening then, William. Thanks for joining in. Aldrin, anything on your side still you'd like me to tackle? Okay, it seems like all that's good then. Okay, great stuff, guys. Thank you. That's it. Like I said, there's nothing else that's going to happen, in the next couple of months. So we'll definitely finish off, and then we'll start tackling the end of day session. Okay, this evening. Remember, at 7 p.m. Central African time. And run with our Ichimoku Kinko Hao and see if we can kind of grab some good opportunities within that. Okay. Otherwise, guys, thanks for joining in. Thank you guys later this evening. Cheers,